In the year 2008, according to information gathered by the World Bank, over one-fifth of the world's population, a staggering 1.29 billion people, lived on less than $1.25 a day. In the South American country of Peru, with a population of roughly 28 million, 13 million people, who constitute almost half of the population, live on less than $5 a day. Of those 13 million, 2 million live on less than $1.25 a day, 2 million more live on less than $2 a day, and 2 million more live on less than $2.50 a day. For many of us, who have enjoyed the benefits of being born in a developed country like the United States, these numbers and their implications are inconceivable. We find ourselves struggling to imagine how one could possibly pay for all of the vital necessities of survival with so little. During Christmas of 2011, our student-run organization, Project Peru, planned and orchestrated a project in which we raised over $4,000 to purchase backpacks for poor children and baskets of commodities for their parents in the coastal city of Chimbote. Chimbote, which was home to the biggest fishing industry in the world during the 1970s, has since sunk deep into poverty following a decline in the fish stock due to international competition and overfishing. The first phase of the project began on December 23, 2011, when, after having purchased all of the toys, backpacks, school supplies, and materials for the commodity baskets, and having packed them into boxes and bags, we prepared for the 11 p.m. bus departure, which would take us 7 hours up the coast from the capital city of Lima to Chimbote. We arrived at the crack of dawn and began to organize and sort the gifts and school supplies and assemble the commodity baskets. We also brought hot chocolate and a fruit bread called panettone to spread some holiday cheer. We had 3 events planned. The first donation took place in a church in the Trapecio neighborhood of Chimbote. The recipients were poor children and families who lived in the rancheras, a slum of huts erected on the beach. The second donation took place in a child outreach center called Lench, located in an impoverished district called Santo Domingo. Here, we were assisted by the local Rotaract Club, who played games with the assembled children and handed out hot chocolate and treats. The third and final destination was a school for children with mental disabilities called the School of Fe y Alegría, which translates to Faith and Happiness. The school receives very limited government funding, even though the needs of its students are often extensive. The second phase of the project occurred on January 21st, 2012, when we returned to Chimbote with the bulk of the backpacks we had purchased. We organized a donation in a medical post called Santa Rosa de Lima, located in a poor neighborhood built on the side of a mountain. Coincidentally, days before our arrival, a rapidly spreading fire had demolished hundreds of the closely bunched reed huts in which many of the community members lived.
La idolatría es símbolo de amor. Que el culto no.
This part of the project was extremely special for us, as we got a real chance to interact and bond with the children we were giving the backpacks to. Too often, charity donations are lacking in honest human connection, and thus our goal was to try to get to know each of the recipients. We joked with them, asked them their names, their favorite subjects, and their ambitions.
Mi pena, yo te idolatro y nunca temas que soy tu amante fiel y constante. Si correspondes a mi fiel.
However, without the funding and support from our local community, projects such as this would be impossible. If it is within your means, please donate to support our efforts and help make a difference.
Soy tu amante fiel y constante, si correspondes a mi fiel amor. Los latidos de mi pecho no están a tu lado ya, en vano es que los conserves cuando no los has de amar. Quiero que en dulces caricias tú las armonices en valle de lágrimas, donde mis penas y mis amoríos son lamentos tristes que me hacen sufrir.